If you come in and you slap me, that's your fault. And I choose to say, it's okay. The next time you slap me, it's not your fault again. It's my fault for staying. It's my fault for letting you violate me. I allowed you to treat me in a certain way. I taught you that this is my base and I'm ready to tolerate it.
So you want to tell me, you talk about slapping. That's a physical violence.
Yes.
For a man, there are a number of men also who are being violated physically.
Yes.
They are there.
Yes.
Who are being beat up by women.
Yes.
A lot of men are there.
Yes.
And people don't want to talk about it, and even them, the men themselves, don't want to confess it because we are living in a community that says
man is superior, not supposed to be beaten with a woman. Yeah.
So the moment you are beaten, we put you aside.
You're a chicken.
You are a chicken. You get it. But I think it goes beyond even being beat up by a woman. Some men, they really lack the definition of themselves. They really don't know their position in the kind of relationship they're in. So they think they don't have another choice. They don't have options, you see. And when the moment a man starts thinking like, I don't have options, is when this man will start being violated emotionally. Because a woman will be like, okay, I can do anything to him and he will not go anywhere. He will never leave me. A lot of men, we don't want to communicate about being violated emotionally.
Yeah.
Like you tell your partner, like, don't do this to me, I don't like it. Okay?
Yeah.
Some of them understands.
Yeah.
But some of the issue is hard for us to tell a woman like, I don't like it, because that thing that a woman wants you to do for her, it is already picked up into a responsibility. Like it's your responsibility as a man.
Yeah.
But the way it is done, it's breaking a man up. I can literally give you an example. A woman can be having money to support the family, but she will choose not to.
Yeah.
And she will let it all for a man to decide. Everything, every expense that comes in the house, a man should do it.
Yeah.
You see? The moment you want to talk about it, like, hey, let's sit down and let's see how we can support each other both ways.
Yeah.
It's a war zone. Her money is hers, but your money is mine.
My money is my money, your money is my money.
You see? It's a good concept. It's a very good concept. But is it healthy in some relationships?
No, it's not.
But you see, this is how most of the men are going through these kind of things, but we don't want to talk about. So we just decide, let me be a man. I will just keep quiet, endure the pain, and tolerate it.
Tolerance in a relationship doesn't change your gender. You know, to all my ladies out there, one thing that we should know: supporting your partner is really nice.
Yeah.
When your man have dreams, support them. Even if it's money, it doesn't make you that you're entertaining your partner. The fact that you have money to support their dreams and you don't, that also drains their minds. You know, the fact that I stand here and say that you're not of a man that I want, you're not the husband that I want, you're not communicating. Sometimes it goes even in bed.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yes, no, you should talk about it. Violence also comes in mentally, even in so many scenarios. In bed, if you fail to perform and how I want, or how my ex used to do to my body, and you fail to perform that, I'll violate you mentally until you are not less of a man.
Disgusting.
It's not disgusting. It's
Okay,
how women, my fellow women, just choose to their brains to operate, very self-centered. Without you knowing, you're not even a woman who is the best to them, but they choose you because they love you. You know? So support your man, love them, understand them, but do not tolerate. You know, there's one thing about a man who doesn't support and the man who chooses not to support.
You say that.
Yes. If you choose not to support, I'll violate you in any ways, George.
Yeah, now you are supporting violation.
I am not supporting.
Hey, everybody. Now you see, women will always remain women.
No.
Yeah.
But if you cannot support, I can see you struggling. Then I'll praise you. You're still my man. You're still my king.
For how long? Because for what I noticed, that kind of support has an expired date.
And no, that's the thing of our generation.
Yeah.
We are not patient.
So you're talking now about patience. I mean, there are things that you should be patient.
In violence, we should know when to let go. We should know when to step down in anything.
But sometimes, I don't know if I cut you off, but most of the time, it is like when a man fails to fulfill a certain fulfillment or a certain responsibility.
Yeah.
A woman will literally let it go. Like that's the sign. She will act like she's being violated. She's being mistreated.
Yeah.
Like she come to you and tell you like, you don't do this to me. You don't do this to me. You don't do this to me. You are hurting my feelings. You are hurting my emotions. She will react in other sense. That for us is like manipulation. Because if I did that thing for you yesterday, what make you think I cannot do for you today? So I see it when you talk about logging off the tolerance and patience. We should also look on the reason behind, because sometimes other people define lacking things or being unable to to be there for a certain demand or certain thing is an act of a reason for them to create a stepping stone to step out and tame that relationship as abusive relationship.
Yeah. So what I believe is we should all understand that violence goes both ways. Men are also violated physically.
Sure, like John Deep, my brother.
Yeah, John Deep was beaten actually. He was beaten.
God.
He was tortured.
But
with
in Caribbean thing, huh?
Yeah.
He was beating up, those guys over there. How come he ended up like...
No, those are just movies, my friends.
Okay.
It's like you guys, you go to the bar and like act all strong, but when you come inside, you're all butterflies.
Look, you are starting another war. I don't... Listen, we have the war in Ukraine, and that is enough for us.
No. We know that when you go out there, you're all strong, but inside you're crying for help. So violence is never a standard.
Yeah.
It's never a standard for relationship. If I choose to live with one slap, that's it. Because to me, it's a deal breaker. There's communicating. Yeah. Sit down, tell me. There's silence treatment. Not for long. Not for long, because that also is violence emotionally. People stay weeks and months in the same house and do not talk. Now, that's not silent treatment works.
That thing can kill you.
It can, actually. So there are other forms of expressing how you feel. There are other forms of expressing how angry you are. There are other forms of expressing how disappointed you are, but never violence. I get to agree on not all relationships are like, flowers and chocolates. Yeah. There are ups and downs. But what are you going to do from it?
That's why this is roller coaster. We talk about the ups, we talk about the
downs. Because I believe before you guys wanted to violate yourselves, you were happy. You loved one another. And let's just love each other and be there for each other. Violence is really bad. We have seen people dying. Yeah. We have seen people committing suicide. Yeah. We have seen people losing their minds.
Going crazy.
Also parents, if a man comes and say, my wife is violating, let's just open hands, If a person says they're not okay, hug them, tell them something, because we never know what they're going through. If a woman comes and tell them, I was forced with my husband, and you say that's you're supposed to give it to your husband. But as long as I do not feel like making love tonight, you're not supposed to force me just because you're my husband. That's also physical. That's also physical violence.
That's breaking boundaries, right?
That's breaking boundaries. So there are very much forms of violence. All in all, we should just love one another, learn how to communicate. If you do not love me, send me back. If you cannot shape me, yes, just communicate. Things are not working.
So, like summing up, we should be able to communicate.
Yes.
Communicate. If the one who is violating you cannot listen to you, means there are other ways to voice out.
Yes.
You should voice out to people, and that's why it's also important to be spiritual.
Yes.
To have someone who will mentally help you spiritually, but also help you into like you're saying, advices in some of counseling, and so that you can make a rightful decision.
Yes.
But also so I think the major solution here is communication. Be able to communicate. If someone is doing something that you think he's breaking into your boundaries without your consent, alert the person, alert your partner,
And some people, it's not easy to be alerted. We have this phrase that we have, till death do us part. That is just an illusion, my friend. If death will part you when he's beating you or when she's beating you, so
God.
It's just an illusion. If you are in an abusive relationship, there's always a walkthrough part. You can just move.
Yeah, I think people we should really take violation issues very seriously.
It is serious
because it does not affect you as a person. It affects also your generation.
My children.
Your children, their children. Because most of the people were raised in the families that were full of violation and with parents who are abusive, and they ended up being the same thing. They said, we don't want to be.
You hate.
Yeah.
You become the person that you hate.
Yeah,
if I see my father beating my mother and I hate them so much, I'm consumed with the hate. Eventually, I'll also hate my partner because I have daddy issues.
Yeah, you see, and I feel it is more also spiritual thing. If you tolerate it, someone violating you, you don't
believe you deserve bad. You believe you deserve
and you take that inside, and then it is consumes you, and then impregnates you, and then you deliver. The day you deliver your children, they get that inside of them too. So it's not something that it should be cheered for, or being supported. Yeah. So, guys, a real man will shower his or her wife with flowers and money and opportunity.
Money.
Not kick foot.
No.
No,
kisses. Shower me with kisses. And to all women
let's
out there.
Let's spread love, guys.
Yeah. To all women out there, please understand your husbands and your partners. They're going through a lot at work, at their jobs.
Yeah,
money is hard. Things are tight. Whenever you get a chance to cook good food for your husband, stay quiet when you need to. Some people think they can blab their mouth anytime. Some men just want peace. So
some men, every man wants peace. And I will repeat this.
Be my peace, I will be your peace.
No way.
No, George.
Give
no,
me
George.
peace.
No.
I need peace.
No.
I cannot walk into a house.
No, that's something else that we have to discuss.
Peace.
I cannot offer you peace if you do not give me
It's
peace.
both ways.
Exactly.
It's both ways.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for men out there, if you
yeah.
give your woman peace, she will give you a peaceful home.
Exactly.
You see?
We make things. You give me rice, I cook for you. pilau.
And they will multiply it.
Give me sperms, I give you children.
Oh God, oh God, oh
Exactly.
God, oh God, oh God.
Give me money, I'll invest on a garden. Buy you clothes.
Which garden?
Love gardens.
Oh, I've never seen one. But in fact, I don't know where money goes, which we most of the time. But yeah, we will still shower you with a lot of money, because that's our happiness.
This was a really nice talk. Thank you so much. It was very productive.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for joining us today. Please share your views and comments with us through our social medias on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, on how violence has really affected you and how did you deal with it. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us to all our various platforms. And next session, we are going to talk about how to identify violence. You can be mistreated and you don't know if this is really violence. Yeah, until you experience it, until you know it.
And some people define it as love.
Yes.
Beat me up, that's love.
Yeah, we have a tribe here, a Korea. Yeah.
You see, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be beat up.
Next session. So we're going to discuss how to identify violence and how to deal with a violent partner. How to move on, how to deal with it. Because some people, they tell you, if you leave me, I'm going to kill you. And they are serious.
Those are serial killers.
Yes. So you just have to know how to deal with them, how to move out.
To deal with them is to walk out.
How? They're going to hunt you. Some people are just psychopaths.
Wow.
So how to identify the violence actions and how to deal with your violent partner.
It gotta be fire. This one gotta be fire.
Gonna be lit. So comment, subscribe to our channels, and stay blessed and have a good day. Thank you, George.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.